Just from the Headbangers UK's Big Weather production. Well, kind of showery and plus 14, which is about 60 Fahrenheit. And ooh, this one's gonna rain on me in a minute here. But I moved 500 miles north, halfway through my life to where I live now, and these blossoms, cherry blossoms, were out down in Vancouver a month or two ago. But here they are, a little later than the rest of Canada, but oh well. They sure look cool though. Looks like King Scott Waters is smoking in the boys' room again. There's King Scott Waters and Harmless Rebel, face to face, wondering who has the best record collection. I'm not answering that, don't look at me. For Record Store Day, the legendary King Scott Waters rented a U-Haul to haul all his haul away, so he thought he'd celebrate with an ice cream sundae. Well, I went to the appraisers, see what I could get from my record collection, music collection, and showed them what stuff I had. And I said, what kind of mansion could I buy? He said, well, we've got this available. It'll be right in your ballpark. What's spinning with Greg the Egg? Black Rose here. Yeah, this was a fun listen. I went the wrong direction yesterday. I was going to make a 200-kilometer round trip. Ended up being a... what was it? 900-kilometer round trip. So I didn't know I was going the wrong way till a couple hours later. So I thought, well, I'll just go a little further and go to these other towns. But anyway, Michael Schenker. I never liked that little intro part. But then it like they probably make it sound so kind of wimpy to make the explosion part sound. So hopefully this focuses. It tells you it's kind of some special editions and B-sides and blah 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 live. I like Are You Ready to Rock? To go from Love Drive to Michael Schenker's first studio album was interesting because I loved Love Drive, and I really liked the first Michael Schenker studio as well. On and On's an underrated song. Has again a bit of a then Victim of Illusion, like live.
It's called Victim of Illusion!
With Gary Barton on vocals, which I really like. And this has a couple of Graham Bonnet songs on it. A couple were really commercial. I didn't like them at all. I had to skip them. But there was one that was actually quite good. I think it was a live version too, but pretty heavy, so I'm probably missing out on some stuff.
I got one of the fire.
course, they saved the best for last. Klaus Meine or Meinier, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, the singer for the Scorpions, is in this live version of this song. I know you know it already. Yep, it's that song. But they exchange vocals here. Can't remember who's singing it. Is that Gary Barton or Phil Moog? Yeah, that's not Phil. And it might not be Gary Barton, I'm not sure. Sounds like him anyway, but anyway, I gotta move on to the next one or I'll never get done here. Oh, pretty good song on satellite radio. Now on this trip, talk about desolate highways. You wouldn't see a car for a long time. It's just trees or a lake or mountains, but pretty dry, but very little traffic because going north from where I am here, I'm already at halfway up of British Columbia, the province of BC. I'm going way up to the top. So I got to hear this all uninterrupted. The new Scorpions live album from when they did their 60th anniversary show in Hanover, Germany, the same night as Ozzy did his, well, it was supposed to have been Black Sabbath farewell, but it was like an Ozzy farewell too. That big show, so I'm sure the Scorpions would have loved to have been there, but they sold out Hanover stadiums. So there was a big album battle going on when I listened to this, because I heard this on the way home. And I'd already heard a live album on the way there that I was thinking, I don't know if the Scorpions live albums are better than this live album.
Coming home.
Then they go to a new song, which is actually quite good and it fit in. Risky though. Gas in the tank. But this is where I got excited. Well, Coming Home I love. But to me, a way underrated album by them, Animal Magnetism. I think it's as good as anything they've ever done. I'm wondering if this is out on DVD now. It's been about a year and a half since I bought this. I think it was a Boxing Day Treat Myself album. The zoo is really heavy. The chug part's really heavy compared to... And the sound quality is excellent on it. I've only got so much time here, so... My favorite part of the whole album here is this 8 minutes and 13 seconds long. '70s medley. It should be 60 minutes long, the '70s medley, but... But the songs they chose were perfect. Speedy's coming. Well, anyway, I won't spoil the surprise. If you ever go out and buy this album, you want to hear you'll just go, oh, they're playing that one, and they're playing that one. Now, oh, they went from Highway Star to the Wizard from Zach Sabbath's version they're going to show. But the other live album that I heard on the way up, all the way through, because I've been working my way through all these UFO albums, the Schenker years, and then the live album is totally on there. Where we got? Doctor Studio. But anyway, it just goes the first, but it's all kind of mixed up because they don't just go one disc for each album. It's got, well, you'll just have to read it. Take me too long to explain it. But after hearing Strangers in the Night all the way through, thinking, well, I've heard this more than Tokyo Tapes, and I probably like it more than Tokyo Tapes, more for the sound. But I finally got into the Scorpions live album of what's it called? It's the one with all the 80s stuff on it. Worldwide Live. Arguably the best song in rock history here. Rock Bottom. Well, let's... Got a minute here. Chrysalis. So it has this live show, Electric Ballroom 74, previously unreleased. Prince Kajuju's on there, and it's not bad, even though that's one of those way early. But the sound quality on this is excellent. It's like in a, almost like a studio. But you see how it goes the live, and then it goes side one of Force It. And maybe UFO's most underrated song. Let It Roll. They have a lot of songs, well, not a lot. The majority I like, but there's songs I skip by them, but their heavy rockers are as good as anybody's ever written. Oh. Pack It Up and Goes, another way underrated song that's as good as any song in rock history. And I got to see UFO headline over Judas Priest and Wireless in Seattle just after Schenker left. So it was about 79. And that was what Priest did. That could have been the Heck Meant for Leather tour, maybe? I remember having the t-shirt. But I saw Priest in Vancouver as well, maybe the year before, year after. So anyway, that does it for the big show. So UFO. So yeah, I'll have to say Strangers in the Night I like a bit more, but I mean when you get songs like Dark Lady and In Trance and Speedy's Coming and I don't know. They're all good. Okay. Anyway, don't forget, slower traffic, keep left to right, right, Cloudy?